Hello everyone, this is Mr. Barnett, and this is a video explaining level 3 of the Data Analyst project, which is about finding measures of central tendency. You'll see if you look at the learning objectives here, some words that may be familiar to you, mean, mode, and median. We will talk about those and then think, how can you apply them to your selected World Bank data set in order to better understand the world? So let's go ahead and get started. Measures of central tendency are another way that we make sense of data. Remember, data's messy. And this is the same thing we thought about in the last level. Level 2, it's hard to look at unorganized numbers and see patterns. So here is some daily high temperatures in a month. This is our same example as from level 2, right? This is a mess. And if we thought about looking at the temperatures for a year, or for 10 years, it would be a much bigger mess. So statistics gives us tools to make sense of this data. In level 2, we made sense of the data, or we organized it, with frequency tables and histograms. And that looks like here, right? We divided the data into classes. We found the frequency, how often they occurred, and then we put them into histograms, or graphical representations of that data. And you have done this now for your own data from the World Bank. So another thing we can do is calculate what we call a measure of central tendency. And so this is what we call a summary statistic. Another way of analyzing a complex data set is to find summary statistics. These are single numbers that capture the meaning of the data. So you might see 31 days in a month with temperatures. You might want to know, like, what's the average temperature? The high temperature, the low temperature, right? Measures of central tendency are specific summary statistics. They're measures of central tendency. They indicate the central or typical values of the data distribution. We're not looking at the extremes, like the maximum or the minimum. We're looking for what's in the center, what's the middle, what's the most usual or typical value. And so there are 3 that we're going to talk about in this course. We talk about the mean, which is the arithmetic average. We add all the values up and divide by how many there are. We talk about the median, which is the middle value. And then we talk about the mode, which is the most frequent value. Let me just show you a quick example of how this works. So here are those temperatures again. And here's our messy raw data, not much of a pattern. Well, if I find the mean, I will add all the temperatures up. There are 375. I can divide by 31. I get 12.1 degrees. And note, by the way, this is just a tool that was created by mathematicians to help us. We've developed this technique called the mean because it's useful. But its usefulness is helping us say, okay, on average, right, it was about 12.1 degrees during this month. The median, well, I get rid of all the high and low values. I drill down to the one in the middle, 12 degrees. And the mode, the most common temperature, is 14 degrees. And so you should, during the course of this level, become very comfortable taking a set of data like this and finding these measures of central tendency, the mean, the median, and the mode. You're also going to see some more challenging applications of this. So to master this level, level 3, you're also going to need to know how to find the measures of central tendency, the mean, median, the mode, from things like a simple frequency table, a grouped frequency table, or a histogram. So let me put these up here, right? We could have a simple frequency table, like for the number of pets. We could have a grouped frequency table, like marks on a test, or we could have a histogram. And for each of these, we need to be able to find the mean, median, if possible, and the mode. And this can be, when we get more complex data, right, doing things by hand becomes harder. So you're going to want to use your graphing calculator. You're going to want to use your Google Sheets as you're analyzing the big data set. And so, pardon me, just thinking about what I want to say there. So you're going to want to watch the videos that are in this level document that explain how you do this. Okay? So let me talk about what to do from here. First, you're going to build your skills just in these concepts, right? Develop an understanding with the Ed Puzzle videos and the practice assignments on Khan Academy. From there, you want to take notes in your companion, right? That's the paper that goes along with the level. Using the World Bank data from which you created the histograms, you're going to calculate a mean, median, and mode for each of the years you're studying, and then explain what this data shows you. Note that you're analyzing over 200 countries, so doing this by hand would be very tedious. There's a quick way to do it on a spreadsheet. Make sure you watch the explanation videos. Otherwise, it's going to take you forever. Review your work with your teacher. I'm very curious to see what you've done. Then complete a self-assessment survey, as always, letting me know how you're feeling about this level. Okay, so with that all said, go ahead and get started. Good luck, and please let your teacher know how they can support. Thanks for watching.